from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
And good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News coming to you from our digital desk. Let's take a live picture from our 19 First Alert Tower Camera Network. This is a live shot from Akron. Look at that beautiful sunshine sending down beams of sun onto Akron there. Just a beautiful morning, a little chilly because we don't have the clouds to act like a blanket. That's what keeps in some of that heat so we don't start off so cold, but it is what it is. We're going to bring in 19 First Alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchak. Jeff, we have a repeat of yesterday, almost carbon copy.
Right, yeah, and well, we had a little cloud cover early in the morning yesterday, and then we turned sunny. Today, it's going to be wall-to-wall sun, start to finish here today, Dan, and it'll be warmer. We're going to add some parts and labor. Well, I guess it's tax season, so let's just say we're going to add some tax onto yesterday's high of 43, and I don't see any reason why we can't be around 50 in many spots here. Along the lake shore, we're at the lake breeze, so you'll be a few notches cooler there, but enjoy the day. I mean, this is day 2 of this warming trend. Tomorrow's going to be even warmer. Akron, Canton, looks like about 48 for your high here. So obviously we have very dry air in place. Now, you've been hearing about this. We've been telling you this on what's been happening out west on our First Alert Focus show, CW43 weeknights at 7:30, where we go all weather for the half hour. And you're hearing about this in the national weather news with another one of these atmospheric rivers in California, flooding. You have a lot of snow there in the Sierra. Now, the reason why we're paying attention to this here is because the energy from what's happening out west, well, that's going to eventually form a new area of low pressure. And this is very common to see something like this in eastern Colorado. That's why meteorologists like to refer these as Colorado lows, because this is where they typically form east of Denver. Now, what you're looking at here, this is the First Alert Future View for tomorrow morning. You can see the timestamp there in the upper left on the banner. So this is going to be our next rain producer. We're going to get some of that energy that they're seeing out west. Now, during the day tomorrow, we're still dry, partly cloudy. This is going to be the warmest day coming up tomorrow. But notice how that thing, we don't have any rain along it yet during the day tomorrow. It's still developing. But then as it rides along a cold front, you can see what happens here. We're in for a pretty good shot of rain here on Thursday. So this is going to be the wet portion of the week, and it's going to be all rain, warm enough for that to happen. In fact, even in southern Ohio, there could even be some embedded thunderstorms going on with this. But Thursday's pretty much a washout. This afternoon, 3 o'clock, many in that 45 to 50 degree range, and a little cooler near Lake Erie. Not expected to be as cold tonight. In fact, tomorrow morning, we're going to have a lot more 30s than 20s on the map. This is the forecast at 7 a.m. And then up we go. We're going to be in the 50s tomorrow. In fact, don't be, I wouldn't surprise me at all if we see some upper 50s for a high temperature tomorrow. And then we have the system associated cold front that'll move through on Thursday. Rain develops in the early morning on Thursday. And we're in line here to see most of our guidance is suggesting over a half inch, if not over 3/4 of an inch of rain. It's going to be steady at times, late morning, afternoon, even into Thursday night, an all-day thing, as I mentioned, even into Thursday night. And then Friday, we start to trend colder behind the front. And it gets cold for a little while, Dan, over the weekend, but we have a whiplash happening, up and down temperature pattern. Still, in general, though, we are looking at above normal temperatures here the rest of the month of February.
I mean, you think about it, we see all that rain, and granted, if it was cold, it would be different, but all that rain on Thursday, that could be an all-day snow event if temperatures were different. We've just really lucked out this winter. It looks like we're going to luck out again. We're going to take a 15-second pause and look at that weather whiplash Jeff is talking about.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
So let's go through it, the temperature trend.
Yeah, and get ready because now we're on our way up. You can see the 50-degree forecast today, 56 tomorrow. That cold front comes through Thursday. Thursday's still going to be mild. That's why it's going to be all rain here. But then look at what happens Friday, 40. We get cold for one day on Saturday, 31. But then look at what happens on Sunday, a 20-degree temperature change. Saturday to Sunday, we start a new warming trend on Sunday. Average high this time of year is around 40. So it looks like the first part of next week, we warm up again. Of course, we have the sunshine today, full sun. We dropped to 31 tonight, 56 tomorrow, more of a partly cloudy sky, but tomorrow's still dry, okay? I mean, there probably be some people out there at least, hitting some balls on the range. Why not? Rain on Thursday. Could be steady at times there, late morning, afternoon, pretty much an all-day thing. Thursday, we'll classify that as a washout. Friday, though, a mostly cloudy 40, and then the upcoming weekend, some lake effect clouds, maybe some flurries Saturday morning. I don't think we'll see a ton of lake effect snow as it looks right now on Saturday, even though it is going to be cold enough for that to happen. And then on Sunday, you got to be kidding me, 51 on Sunday, and in fact, next Monday, 54, the expected high there.
Jeff, I know on last night's First Alert Focus, and I want to remind everybody, the only station in the market that's doing this, we have a half-hour show dedicated just to weather, Monday through Friday, CW43 at 7:30. It's a great it's a great newscast, weathercast, whatever you want to call it, because they focus on so many different things. I believe yesterday you focused on maybe sort of the outlook for the rest of February. What are we looking at?
Yeah, rest of February and into early March. And I can show you the graphic that I posted here. Now, this is from yesterday. And it's still looking like, and remember, this is even into the first week of March or so here, what we call the long-range temperatures. And look at how much of the country, I would say the eastern 2/3 of the country is, we're talking much warmer than normal here. And this is now extending into March. Now, the average high is actually 40 now, but you can see we're going to end the month, and there's pretty high confidence of this, and start March on a much warmer than normal note here. In fact, some of the long-term models even suggesting 60s for a time next week.
Wow.
So there are no signs of any big Arctic outbreaks or sustained cold coming our way anytime soon.
Is it March that comes in like a lion, out like a lamb, or vice versa, or is that May?
No, it's March.
Oh, is it
looks
March?
like it's, okay, if you want to do the lion-lamb thing, I guess it's coming in like a lamb.
See, Jeff doesn't like Jeff doesn't like the groundhog. Jeff doesn't like in like a lion, out like a lamb. He's a scientist, folks. He wants facts. He doesn't want farmer's almanac fables is where
No.
Jeff is at.
Yeah, no, I don't get into the groundhog or the lion-lamb, dog, cat, squirrel, whatever.
I don't think it's squirrel, but
Okay,
I'll look it up.
Right.
It's we're continuing that just really bizarre winter. I've used my snowblower once. I believe I used it once last winter, and we're approaching spring. Jeff, meteorological spring is March 1st, correct?
Right, yeah, and we stopped taking the winter data at the end of February here. And the way it looks right now, we're going to do research on this, but this is at least a top 3, a pretty high confidence of this. This is going to end up being at least the top 3 warmest winter ever, not only here, but a lot of the, upper Midwest, Great Lakes region, Northeast. and we'll see perhaps even the warmest winter that we have ever seen here. It has been a very strong El Nino year. You know, just winters are just not like they used to be, like back in the 70s. You know, I keep saying the Earth is warming. Okay, we do have climate change out there now. What's causing it? That's always the debate. But the Earth is warming. You know, that is a fact. So your father's winters, your grandfather's winters, you know, we're not seeing that now. This is a new kind of winter that we're seeing, at least in the current era.
So I should sell my snowblower? That's what you told me?
Hey, you know what? We do get snowstorms, so keep the snowblower around. But as you said, you're just not going to use it as much.
Awesome. 19 First Alert meteorologist Jeff Tanchak, thanks for checking in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, take care. One last look into our Akron tower camera on our 19 First Alert network of cameras. A beautiful look at those rays of sunshine. We love it when the camera lens catches it just right like that. You see some sunspots on the camera and two little rays of sunshine warming that community down there in Akron. 34 degrees, but as you heard from Jeff, we could be seeing 50 by the end of the day. Pretty phenomenal for mid to late February as we wrap it up. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be here on our digital platforms. If not, we will see you at 11 o'clock on CW43. That's about an hour away. And then, of course, on Channel 19 at noon. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now. Have a great day.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV apps and follow us on social media at Cleveland 19 News.